and welcome. I'm Stephanie.
And I am Janelle. And together we are Tickets
and Turnstiles.
So we are two sisters who have similar tastes and yet quite different as well. So we have decided to take on one park at a time through Disney parks and Universal. And we are here to tell you our top 3 and have some discussions about it.
Yes. So basically we're going to start with number 3. We're going to write our top ride on this board and then we're going to reveal it at the same time and have a little discussion about those rides. And today Cooper, my dog Cooper, will be joining us. He couldn't stay away. He loves Disney too. And he even loves Universal. So
he's in the right family.
Yes, that's right. So we are going to start with Disneyland California Resort. Specifically Disneyland California Adventure will be another video.
So stick around for that one.
Yeah. So do you want to get to it?
Let's do it.
All right. Number 3.
Number 3.
All right. Let's write this down. And I thought it was really interesting because we've been talking about doing this for a little while. And when I wrote down all of my top 3s for all the different parks, I noticed that my Disneyland picks were extremely different than my Magic Kingdom picks, even though they're very similar parks, which was really strange. Did you have, they were the same or
they
close?
Weren't the same,
close?
but
okay.
They were close-ish.
Close-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
No. Are you serious?
For real. I don't know. I love It's a Small World. I know that people hate it. I know that people talk about how it goes on forever and ever. I don't know. I just love it. It's like I'm tired. I don't want to walk anymore. And it just makes me happy. And I hear the music and it just makes me smile. And I think it has to do with my childhood. I'm not sure, but for me, it's definitely number 3. It's not number 1.
So Small World is like way down on my list.
I don't know. It gives me all the feels. I love the music. I love how peaceful it makes me feel. I love all the countries. I love how it says welcome in all the country languages.
That is
I don't
sweet.
know, like I just love it. And when your feet hurt, it's the perfect relaxing way to spend 10 minutes.
That's what Pirates is for. Well, anyways, Cooper is back. Apparently he came back. And I chose Pirates because I think it's more nostalgic for me. The animatronics, they're like older. Some of them have been replaced, and they've kind of upgraded it a few times as far as like getting rid of scenes that a lot of people like and replacing them and things like that. But I still love it. The song gets me every time. When you come through the fog and there's the ship and everything, it's just like, it just makes me happy. So Pirates is do not miss.
I agree, it's a do not miss. It is the one you thought was my second favorite ride.
I did. I thought it would be, oh my goodness, Cooper.
Cooper really wants his
He has,
toy.
okay. This is...
We cannot suffice a dog with Disney.
This is real life, right? Right here.
Play.
Yeah. So if you hear this in the background, we're very sorry. Now go over there. Okay.
Pirates, though, is one of those rides that I have to ride every time I go, and I love. It just didn't make my top 3. All right.
Yeah, and I think we kind of discussed that before. There are rides that I always go on, never fails. But if I was told you have 3 rides and you can only do those 3 rides, I don't know that they would meet my top 3. Yeah, I can't believe that.
She's wrong. All right.
Okay, so moving on. Number 2. So
mine has a lot to erase. Sorry. She's not going to agree with any of mine. Maybe my number 1, but.
I wonder, I bet you none of ours are the same.
I don't think they are.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
They're both Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yay! Okay, so I chose Rise. If you have never ridden this ride, it's literally amazing. I do agree, like the wait times getting on that ride right now are really hard. It's a little bit more challenging, but you have to ride it. It's amazing. There's a drop in it. You've got all the characters that, all the people who are in character, it's very immersive. And so for that, it's long. There's just so much to it. It is truly amazing. I say you have to ride this ride.
I agree with her. You have to ride this ride. I have some friends who are going soon, and I told them I don't care how long the wait is, make sure you ride Rise. So Rise,
and if you don't know, if you're not a huge Disneyland person or you're looking to go to Disneyland, this is Rise of the Resistance, and it is in Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars land. So
coincidentally, mine is not in Galaxy's Edge, which makes zero sense to us.
Disney, you should have really moved it. Yeah.
This one wasn't. It was originally Star Wars, kind of, but now it really is Star Wars. But Star Tours is the original Star Wars ride at Disneyland. It's located in Tomorrowland, and
it's like vintage.
It is, and it is a motion ride. You don't actually leave. You're in a pod, but I absolutely I could ride this ride over and over and over again. I love it.
It's like one of those, I don't know, when I was a kid back in the malls and stuff, they would have those rooms you would get in and they would kind of like turn you and you would feel like you're, moving, like falling off an edge or whatever. So it's kind of like that on a grand scale. But it is an amazing ride. They did redo it. So they have a part A and a part B. So every time you ride, they mix and match part A and part B, so you never know what the ride's going to be.
And now it's a 3D experience, so just know if you're going, it's a 3D experience.
Yeah, if you're motion sick or something, it may bother you, I don't know.
Even the kids love it, and then afterwards, Buzz Lightyear's right across the way, so it's just kind of a nice little...
Yeah, I think if they took it out of Tomorrowland and moved it over to Galaxy's Edge, it would leave Tomorrowland a little bit sad. But it really should have been moved. It really should have been. It's kind of awkward over there, like Star Wars, but like separate from Star Wars. Yeah. But I do love that ride. It's a good ride.
Yay, I have one winner for her.
So,
all right. Our number one favorite ride in all of Disneyland Park in Anaheim, the original park. Stephanie already knows mine. I don't know hers. I don't even think I have an idea of hers, to be honest.
Really?
Really. Maybe.
If you were to guess, what would you say?
Splash Mountain.
No. No. I do like Splash Mountain. I really do like Splash Mountain. It makes me a little sad that they're going to be changing it. There's something about that song that just makes me happy. But it's not in my top 3 because you don't always want to get wet.
That's true.
And sometimes you're just like, and the line, or when you do want to get wet, the line's really long.
Sure.
So that's kind of why it's not in my top 3. But you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, really?
Yes, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And yours is obviously Haunted Mansion.
To tell you the truth, I kind of forgot about Indiana Jones. So bad.
How did you forget about
I don't know. I almost put Jungle Cruise for one of mine, and I totally missed Indiana Jones. Mine's Haunted Mansion. Okay. I love, love, love Haunted Mansion, which is no mystery to anybody who knows me. I am mildly obsessed with the Haunted Mansion. So I love the Haunted Mansion. I love the holiday version of Haunted Mansion, which you can only get at Disneyland.
Yes, yes. I was gonna say if it were Christmas version all the time, it'd be on my list.
Would it?
It probably would.
So for those of you who have not been to Disneyland or don't know, if you come to Disneyland between the months of I think October and January. September and January.
It might be September. I'd have to look it up, but it's fall.
It's Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's great. But I actually prefer original Haunted to Nightmare, although they're both phenomenal. And
well, I have a reason why Haunted Mansion is not on my list, but you'll have to stay tuned to future videos to find out why. I do love Haunted Mansion. It is like a ride I always go on. I'm always shocked when people do not want to go on it. And by the way, if you are unaware, it is not scary. Anyone can go. It is very slow moving. Nothing jump scares you.
No scary ghosts.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. It's basically like, okay, so we just took our nephews to Disney World back in October. I was just like, let's just go on it and you know, it's not scary, I promise, and we'll just see if you like it or not. And they were just like, it was a haunted sing-along.
It is a haunted sing-along.
So they really liked it, and we went on it a couple times with them.
The single scariest part of that ride is the room with no windows and no doors. That's probably the scariest part for any kids. Yeah, it's the very first room you get into.
In the line. Literally in the line.
But it is probably the scariest. It's loud, so if you have never been in there and
it goes dark,
it's loud.
It goes dark. So like, there's a section where it's like, there's no windows and no doors, and then all the lights, you know, they talk about the only way out is my way, and the lights go out, and then there's like a dead body hanging.
Yeah.
That's the scariest thing.
It's a skeleton.
It's only like for a few seconds, and then the elevator doors open. They're like, just kidding.
And now it's a haunted sing-along.
Yeah. So if you can get past that, then you should be good with your kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite.
So my favorite is Indiana Jones. I don't think there is anything that this ride doesn't have that, I mean, that I don't love. So you're in a Jeep. The basis is you're in a Jeep. It's very bumpy. It does kind of toss you around a lot. And you're following around Indiana Jones, and there are skulls, there are flames and fire, there is a giant snake, and I am sorry, but
there's darts going by your head.
Yes, they're blowing darts at you, and you can feel it. You can feel the wind as the darts like go past you, and that boulder, the big giant boulder that like rolls towards you. It's still, even though it's been years and years since that ride has been built, that scene is still amazing. It looks so realistic that if you don't look behind you, you do not realize that it's all fake.
Like, it's gonna hit me. Oh no, just kidding.
Yeah, and then you go forward and you think you're gonna go at the boulder, and you actually go underneath it. And it's just such an amazing ride, and I'm so surprised you forgot about it.
I know, I don't know how. For those of you who are Disney World people and have not been to Disneyland, it does follow the same track and the same general movement style as Dinosaur in Animal Kingdom Park. So
yeah, so same sort of Jeep that is very bouncy, but
Indiana Jones themed.
But Dinosaur has nothing on Indiana.
I agree.
Nothing.
I agree.
Same sort of ride, or ride system, but totally night and day. Not that I don't like Dinosaur, but it's just totally different vibe, and I love it. I love the fire, and I love the skulls everywhere, and the spiders and everything. So it's just,
I agree. It's a great ride.
It's really cool. Yeah. So that was our top 3. So stay tuned, and we are going to do California Adventure next, right?
Yep.
All right. Have a magical day, guys.
Bye.
Bye.